Here this morning. I want to take you out there live right now. This is a look at a semi that fell from the overpass and was on fire. Louisville fire crews are there responding to it, but as you can see, quite the mess here this afternoon. It happened around 10:15 this morning. A semi lost control. Thankfully, nothing hazardous was in it when it crashed below. We are told that the driver is conscious. I want to pull up some of the notes that I have from our newsroom. This happened around 10:15 this morning. All lanes in that area are going to be blocked for about the next 8 hours. So something to keep in mind. This is around mile marker 136, the ramps to I-64, I-71 here in Jefferson County. So that left shoulder, all lanes in the right shoulder, they are blocked. Right now, they are saying it's going to be closed for 8 hours. So they got calls into 911 around 10:15, a semi crash on I-65 southbound. And that is what it looks like right now. We do have a crew that is headed there right now to get some more information. Louisville Fire Department's Captain Donovan tell us that the semi fell and the rig fell onto I-64 East and around the I-71 North ramp below I-65. The driver is in the hands of EMS, thankfully is conscious and alert. This is a fire right now, thankfully not a rescue. And there was nothing in the semi, which is good news because you always wonder if there is some sort of hazardous material. And thankfully, there is not. So again, this is underneath the overpass there on I-64 East, 71 North ramp below I-65. So that semi was there at the top, fell, crashed below. So that is a look that we have right now, live right now. So we are just trying to gather more information. Just be aware that all lanes are going to be blocked for at least 8 hours. Again, that semi driver is thankfully conscious, getting some aid from first responders. And there was nothing dangerous, thankfully, in that semi as well. So just bear with me. I'm going to have my mic on, dip in while I try to gather some more information. But we are also going to be following this live for you here on Wave News at midday at 11. So just wanted to keep you filled in between that time of what's happening out there. Again, all lanes are blocked. This crash happened at I-65 South and mile marker 136. Here this morning around 10:15, that semi fell from that overpass there and crashed down below. Thankfully, that driver is conscious and alert, getting attention from first responders. But that area is going to be closed for about 8 hours this morning. And that semi caught fire, and that's why you see all of those fire trucks out there, of course, for the rescue effort, but also to put that semi that was on fire out. Greg, you're asking what happened basically around 10:15 this morning. A semi was driving there on the interstate, lost control somehow. We don't know how it lost control, but fell from that overpass, crashed below underneath, caught fire. So that's what we're trying to follow for you all today. That stretch of road is going to be closed for at least 8 hours today. So keep that in mind if you have any travel plans today. Crews are going to be cleaning up this accident that happened. But this is located, we do have a web story up on our website. I'm trying to find it to get you all some more information about what happened. But again, a semi lost control, crashed below. It caught on fire. Thankfully, that semi driver is conscious and getting some medical care right now. There's thankfully nothing in that semi because you always wonder, okay, was there any type of material that could be dangerous? There was nothing of that sort. So Louisville Fire is there on the scene right now. Hey, Jen, thank you so much for reposting this stream. Again, for those that are joining us, the semi truck fell off over there in that overpass, crashed below, caught on fire. And thankfully, that driver of that semi is alert and conscious, receiving medical attention right now. This happened around 10:15 this morning. And according to Louisville Fire, that semi caught fire and they put that fire out. They're trying to help that driver right now. So people need to just be careful if you're driving in this area. It's going to be closed for about 8 hours today while they clean up this accident. And we have a crew there trying to get someone there to get you some more information. But right now, that is the look. They're live at the scene. A lot of that bridge traffic is being redirected, we're told. But this is in the area of I-65 South at mile marker 136. Brittany, you just asked any word on the driver. We are told that that driver is getting medical attention. Let me go back to our notes to see what we have information on them. The driver is in the hands of EMS, conscious and alert, thankfully, and they are giving him some medical care right now. All right, folks, just some details for you. Emergency crews were called to the Spaghetti Junction area after a semi traveling on Interstate 65 just south of the Kennedy Bridge went over the barrier and then caught on fire. Louisville firefighters were called to the scene near the Jefferson Street, Brook Street exit just before 10:15 this morning. A semi fell from the roadway onto the ramps for I-64 East and I-71 North. Below, that fire has thankfully been extinguished. Captain Donovan Sims, a Louisville Fire Department spokesperson, says that the trailer was empty and the semi driver was being treated by EMS. He was reported to be conscious and alert. Again, where is this at? Okay, Brian, if you follow some of the notes that I've been kind of saying here, again, this has happened on Interstate 65, just south of the Kennedy Bridge. We do have a web story up on wave3.com, and I'm going to pull it up for folks here so they can see it. Give me 1 second. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to multitask here, so please be patient with me. Right. All right, for folks that are just joining us and you're wondering what's going on, where is this at? Emergency crews, they were called to the Spaghetti Junction area after a semi traveling on I-65 just south of the Kennedy Bridge went over the barrier and then caught on fire. Louisville firefighters, they were called to the scene around Jefferson Street, Brook Street exit just before 10:15. And they say a semi fell from the roadway onto the ramps of I-64 East and I-71 North below. So that fire has thankfully been put out. The fire department spokesperson tells us, looks like there's some movement there. It looks like some fire trucks are going. Says that the driver is being treated by EMS and is conscious and alert. So it looks like there's some first responders moving along. We are still waiting to get another update from, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you all. Here, just I'm going to step away from this screen and show you the web story that we have on wave3.com where you can get some more information of that traffic being shut down. They said for at least 8 hours. So this is the details that we have on our website right now, wave3.com. And that is a look at the scene. So let me see if there's a way, folks, if I can update the stream to put a link to wave3.com for you, because I know a lot of folks are wondering, well, what on earth is going on? We had a web story up, but it took a while for our system to update. So stand by while I try to make some adjustments here, okay? All right. Okay, folks, so if you're joining us on Twitter, on YouTube and Facebook, if you're joining us on YouTube and Facebook, I've updated this stream so you can see our current web story. Click on that to get some more information on it, and that's going to be updated throughout the day. So that's where we're at with that. What we know so far is that this is in the Spaghetti Junction area, semi traveling on I-65 south of the Kennedy Bridge, went over the barrier and then caught on fire. Louisville fire crews, they were called to the scene and near the Jefferson Street, Brook Street exit just before 10:15 this morning. That semi fell from the roadway onto the ramps of I-64 East and I-71 North below. So the semi caught on fire. Fire crews responded. They were able to put it out, able to help the driver of that semi. He's being treated by EMS. We're told that he was conscious and alert, thankfully. No other word of any other injuries that we know so far. So hopefully, folks, if you can see that link to wave3.com on this stream, let me know. I tried to add it in on there, but it took some while to update. So hopefully you all can get some information on that. But we are trying to get some more information about this semi-fire. So again, this is a live look at the scene. It's going to take about, we're told, several hours, at least 8 hours for fire crews to clean up this area. So it's going to take a while first responders respond there to this semi that fell off of I-65 and then caught on fire. And we are going to be keeping you posted on wave3.com as well. But just wanted to bring you an update on this developing story. We know a lot of folks may be getting on the roadway, but this is going to be impacting your travel today if you are going to be going in anywhere near the Spaghetti Junction area of where this happened. You can probably expect some delays for sure. I'm going to stay on this stream, probably dip in and out as I get some more information, but I'm going to try to check in with our newsroom and see what new information we have. So I'm here monitoring it, folks, so just stay with me, okay? Okay, folks, we're getting word that we're supposed to be getting an update from Louisville Metro Police here soon. So we'll keep this stream up and bring that to you live here as well. I'm going to step away, but the stream is going to be up. I'm going to go to our newsroom, get some information from them on the timing on all this. So stay with me here on this stream. I know a number of you are watching this. And if you can see the link to wave3.com that I put on this stream, please let me know. I'm hoping that it's there. That way folks can continue to stay posted on this story. So stay with me. I'm going to get some more information. All right, folks, I'm being told that Louisville Metro Police are going to give us an update soon. I'm on standby waiting to stream that for you all as well. So I'll bring that to you live here on Wave Now as soon as that comes in. And just to recap some information that we have so far, if you're just joining us and you're wondering, well, what on earth is happening here? Basically, a semi traveling on I-65 south of the Kennedy Bridge went over the barrier and caught fire. This is in the Spaghetti Junction area. Louisville firefighters, they were called to the scene this close to the Jefferson Street, Brook Street exit just before 10:15 this morning. The semi fell from the roadway onto the ramps of I-64 East and I-71 North. That semi caught on fire. The firefighters, they were able to put that fire out. The trailer was thankfully empty. The semi driver was being treated by EMS. He's reported to be conscious and alert. We don't have any other information if there were any other injuries, but just think of a semi falling from that overpass. You're driving below. You see that happen, how frightening that had to be. Hopefully there was no other cars involved when this happened. But Louisville Metro Police, they're expecting to give us an update here soon. So wanted to bring you that live as that was coming in so folks could get an update on that. But you can see on the left side of your screen that orange wrecker there with the flashing lights there. Hopefully we'll be able to haul that away. And we're going to get an update from police as well to see when they expect this area, this stretch of road in Spaghetti Junction to be back open. Folks, if you're just joining us, sorry to be a little quiet. I'm just waiting for more information to come into our newsroom where things are at right now. But just a recap of what has happened this morning around 10:15, a semi lost control, fell from that top layer of the overpass. You can see where those folks are walking around, fell below and crashed, caught on fire. Thankfully, that semi driver is alert and is conscious, is receiving medical treatment. But this is in the location of Spaghetti Junction, right at I-65, just south of the Kennedy Bridge. So first responders are right there near the Jefferson Street, Brook Street exit. Just before 10:15 is when this happened. That semi fell from the roadway onto the ramps of I-64 East and 71 North below. So that semi caught on fire. All right, we're getting a signal. We have a crew that is going to go meet with LMPD. So I'm monitoring 10 things all at once. So it's just a matter of multitasking here. And we're going to try to bring you a press conference live from LMPD so they can give us some more details about what exactly happened here this morning when this roadway is going to be back open. So just stand by. Yes, Sam, you are right. That semi driver is very lucky to be alive. Hopefully there were no other injuries to folks driving below. So just stand by with us as we wait to get a little bit more information from Louisville Metro Police. Jennifer, I see your question there. You wanted to know which company this semi driver was with. I don't know that yet. I'm not sure if LMPD will provide that information. Right now, we're just waiting for a press conference to start. Hold on a minute. Okay. Our crew that's out there right now, she's waiting. They're waiting to talk to LMPD and get an update on it. All right, folks, looks like Louisville Fire and LMPD, they are there right now. So just stand by as we wait for this press conference to start. Now that the mayor's here, we probably won't hear about this is great. You're smart. You brought your rain jacket.
I'm sorry, there's nothing smart about what I've done today. I should have been out the door a lot sooner on my story, is what I should have.
What we're all saying. Oh, they're coming over.
Which car is yours? Is it open?
I know.
I just like got up to go.
Very good.
Standing by, period. Looks like it's about to open, period. All right.
Is everyone ready?
Good afternoon. We just wanted to give an update on what we know so far about this semi-tractor accident that occurred on 65 South, just south of the bridge. A single tractor trailer. The driver was fortunately able to escape after the tractor trailer went over the road. He was able to jump out. The entire tractor trailer then followed and did come down. The trailer was empty, so there's no material in the trailer right now. The driver was able to escape with minor injuries. We don't yet know the cause of this accident. We've reached out to KYTC, as we all know. This general area has been an area where there have been other accidents over the past couple of months. Following those previous accidents, we were in close contact with KYTC. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet does have jurisdiction over this highway here at this area. We had come up with some strategies to improve safety in this area as well. And so I'm in communication with them to get an update on all of that we'll have for you later in the day. Obviously, we will continue even more efforts to make sure that we continue to work on safety in this particular area. I'm here with Louisville Fire Department, Chief Brian O'Neill, Donovan Sims, and from LMPD, Dwight Mitchell as well. Do you all want to add anything else or just take questions? Okay.
You mentioned the driver escaped. Was he like dangling over and jumped out and like landed, or was he able to exit pretty safely?
It's not accurate exactly how. There were reports that he jumped out once they were dangling over. He was able to get out and get away from the semi-truck, and then the semi-truck came down just on the outside of I-64, I-71 North.
A male driver or female driver?
That's not confirmed at this time.
Injuries, what?
They said if he's going to have some lower extremity injuries from his jump, very minor, but again, we're very happy that he's alive.
Yeah, when you look at an accident like this, it could have ended a lot worse. I mean, a miracle that this driver is okay today.
Correct. Yeah, that's the biggest thing here, that person is alive. We were able to get on scene quickly, extinguish the fire. We had mutual aid from Jeffersonville Fire Department, EMS, LMPD. Everybody was on scene very quickly, and we were able to handle the situation.
What exactly was burning, and what damage could the flames or the smoke have done to the structures?
As far as what the damage could be done, that's going to be on the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet to look at that and see how much damage was done. Again, the truck was not hauling anything, so a lot of that burning would probably come from the diesel tanks, just from the accident.
Greenberg, the last one of these that happened was on May 4th. I know you said you're in touch with KYTC, but what do you think about the timeline for how they're making progress, or maybe how they aren't making progress?
Well, obviously, I'm concerned about people's safety, and whether you're driving on I-65 South or whether you're driving on any road around Louisville, around Kentucky, I encourage people to use caution, to be safe, and not speed. That's first of all. But I'm trying to get an update right now. This has happened so quickly. We've reached out to several KYT officials, but we wanted to give you the information in real time as we had it with this briefing. We'll have more information from KYTC later today when we hear back. We've reached out to them and are waiting for a response.
This is just for everybody. Morning rain, contributing factor, do we know?
Too early to tell. We do not yet know the cause. I don't know if we have the actual accident on any of the cameras in this area, but we'll know that information coming. This all has happened just very recently.
Do we know where the driver was coming from at all?
We do not know anything about that information yet.
How long was the fire burning before it was extinguished?
You want to go to other places? I'll get you.
So the call came in just shortly before 11 o'clock. 10:22. Okay, so just before 10:30 this morning. Again, our companies, we have Engine 5 Tower 2, Engine 21, that are really close to this area. They were on scene right away. They're able to mitigate, get water on that apparatus as soon as they knew that we got the individual away from the scene. It was extinguished all before 11 o'clock. So roughly 30 minutes total of getting everything mitigated and ended.
Question for LMPD: how has this affected traffic flow, and what are you doing about it?
Right now, the traffic from Indiana, from 65, we've asked them to shut it down at this point until the Department of Transportation is able to assess the damage and the integrity of the area that the collision occurred. What I want to say more further than anything is, and it's been already reiterated, is the fact that there were 3 previous collisions here about a month ago. I guess it was during Derby weekend that happened. I happened to be on call at that time. and it was very tragic what happened then. Today, we're very, 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 very lucky that this could have been a lot worse and other people could be gotten hurt. So the individual is at the hospital, again, with non-life-threatening injuries. LMPD trafficking is handling the investigation mainly because it's a commercial vehicle and things of that nature. And I just want to thank the fire department, the mayor's office, and all who are here today to help us facilitate this scene.
So you've got 65 from Indiana asking it to be closed down. What about the ramp
64 West? You can still access 64 West. That's a small portion of that is open at this point. What I'm basically cautioning is stay away from this area if you can for the next few hours until we're able to assess the damage and make sure it's safe for anyone else to travel.
And obviously this is still under investigation because we don't know yet, still very early on. We were talking to witnesses today who said they kind of heard an explosion and saw the tires, they were on fire first, I guess. Any idea of just the chain of events and like what caught fire first, that or?
I think you've already assessed all. I think you said it, and you said it as clear as we know it at this point. And right now, it's clear as mud. Again, an investigation is going on, and we hope to find out what the contributing factors were in this particular situation. And let's let the cake bake, and let's let the investigation take its course, and maybe we can answer your questions.
We'll let Fire answer a couple more questions, and then we'll find out more, and we'll give you guys a more update later in the afternoon as we move forward.
What's left as far as making sure this thing doesn't catch back on fire?
Right now, crews will stay on scene. We'll continue to put water on there. We have our hazmat companies on scene. Just due to the diesel, we'll put some what we call foam as well to make sure there's no reignition or rekindle.
Do we know historically what the contributing factors have been here?
What's next in terms of getting that out of the way, everything getting back to normal? Does an inspection have to occur? All those things.
There'll be a coordinated effort with, again, Kentucky Transportation. We have Suburban Toll here as well. They'll make sure our units will make sure there's no longer a hazard. And once we get to that point, they'll work on cleaning it up.
The fire was put out relatively quickly.
Yeah, within 15 minutes or so.
How do you feel like was this anticipated and how fast you would have expected for it to be able to be put out? Or do you think how were you proud of your guys doing it?
I always thought of our members. They move smoothly, quickly. We know what our operation standards are. Like I said, quick response. They assess the scene. They're able to make sure that victim was removed from the scene, and they extinguish the fire as quickly as possible.
Since there have been so many incidents in this one spot, even recently, I mean, has there even been just either they're better at responding to there now because they've done it so much, or there's been more training on focusing on interstate, like things like this or anything to that degree?
Everything we do on this job is a teachable moment. Again, the units that are in this area, they know their first alarm, they know what their hazardous response are going to be, so they do train on those. And again, that equates to them having a better response to emergencies like this.
All right, guys, we'll get some more information, and then we'll provide more information later this afternoon. Thank you all, and we're very fortunate that the driver escaped with minor injuries. Thanks a lot.
All right, folks, thanks for staying with me here on this stream. Wanted to bring you that update live from the mayor, the fire department, and LMPD, just kind of telling us the latest on this semi that fell from that top deck of the interstate and crashed down, caught on fire. And what we know so far is that thankfully this driver knew that the semi was going to crash and fall down. So he jumped out, suffered some minor injuries, but thankfully is alive. LMPD and the mayor had said that this section of Spaghetti Junction is no stranger to these type of terrible accidents. We had 3 of them around Derby weekend. So this is an area that they're quite familiar for. This stretch of the interstate is under the jurisdiction of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. So we have Wave News reporter David Mattingly, who is out there. They're saying avoid this area if you can. There is a small section of I-64 West that is open, but again, quite the traffic mess while they try to clear this up. Thankfully, that driver is okay. No word that we know of any other injuries either. So, and that trailer was thankfully empty as well. Firefighters were able to put that fire out in about 15 minutes. Think about that. That's relatively quick. You can see Suburban towing there on the left side of your screen. Hopefully we'll get that semi out of the way so traffic will be moving again. We'll continue to keep you posted on this developing story. We'll have updates here on Wave News at noon and throughout the day. Now, starting after 1 o'clock today, because of tennis, we are going to be streaming online on wave3.com. So that's where you can catch us today from 1 till 7. All right, folks, have a great day. Thanks for staying with me on this stream. Appreciate your time.